Hi, this is Rona from Intuitive Arts. Welcome to Spring Awakening 108-Day Adventure. Today is day 30, and I am entitling today Planting Seeds. It's going to be one of a two-part series. So let's begin with our opening practice. Hands to heart. Bring your attention into the present moment. And a good way to do that is to pay attention to your breath. Slowing down your breath so that it becomes longer and deeper. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely. Practicing Durga Pranayama from day 17 if you've been doing it. Or just remembering that your lungs go all the way down to the bottom of your rib cage and to right below your collarbone. Side to side. And front to back. Your lungs are three-dimensional. One more deep breath. And now to continue our journey into energizing ourselves, filling up with energy and light. Inhale up. Exhale, open to heart level. Turn your palms down. Inhale, come back. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, come back to heart, bringing everything back to yourself so that you're so filled up. Now, if you feel that you have a lot of energy moving through you, feel free to share it. You can do this by turning the palms of your hands outward. And imagine that you're beaming light out, or you're just opening up your hands. Light is coming out. And it's just shining on anyone who's in your presence today. Just like the sun. The sun is not trying to send us light and heat. It just is. A few more seconds. Hands back to heart. Thank you so much for being here today. So this is going to be part one. Tomorrow is going to be part two. And today is just, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, and then tomorrow we're going to do a meditation on it. So I'm calling this Planting Seeds. So about 40 years ago, give or take a few years, I did a semester abroad in college. I went to Amsterdam, which is in Holland. I didn't know anybody when I was going on the trip, and that was very intentional. I didn't want to go to a place where anyone I knew was going from the college I went to. I had a very clear intention to start a new life. And to do that, I had to go to a new place I've never been and be in a group of people I've never met before. And it was a little bit scary. I remember on the plane thinking, oh my God, what did I just do? I just threw myself into like this big unknown. But it ended up being one of the most amazing times of my life for so many reasons. And in that time in Holland, there was probably, I think, 48 of us. And I became very good friends with 3 other people. I was very shy and introverted at that time. So I kind of formed a group and stayed very much in that group. I did not really venture out and meet a lot of people within the group. I did meet people, Dutch people, but not within the group. But it was the most amazing time. But I did end up being friends with somebody else who we ended up rooming with our fourth year in college. And her and I have remained friends off and on for the last 40 or so years. We were in touch for a while, then lose touch for 10 years, and then be in touch for a while, and then lose touch. So anyway, a few years ago, we kind of found each other back on Facebook, and we've been in touch, and she had this vision that she wanted to do a reunion for all the people that were on our program in Holland. And I told her that I would support her, and if she needed help, I would do that. She also connected with two other women that I was not necessarily good friends with when I was in Holland. So she started this journey, and we ended up meeting at the Cape in October, and there were 7 of us that ended up coming. There was me and her, 2 other women that I knew, and 3 men that I don't think I ever said a word to the whole time that I was there. So as I was driving there in October, I was thinking, oh, what have I gotten myself into? I can't believe I'm going for a weekend and being with people, one of whom I knew, 2 others I kind of knew, and 3 others I never spoke to. As soon as I walked in the door and I was the last one there, I felt immediately comfortable at home. And at home, they were sitting there. They had waited for me to order dinner. Dinner had just come in. We were eating. And we spent the next 48 hours laughing, talking, reminiscing, eating, and sharing so much of our personal lives. It was incredible. It was, I don't remember The Big Chill, but it was like the movie The Big Chill. And people say like without the dead body, but I don't remember the movie, so I don't remember that. It was the most amazing time. And what we all said was that we stepped out of our normal lives and came back into this life that we all loved 40 years ago. And we all felt we were kind of recharged, reborn, and it was amazing. And now we're in this very core group where we're texting all the time. My old roommate set up another meeting that we had this weekend, and we met in Lower Westchester County where people from Manhattan was, and there was 3 of us from the original and a few other new ones that we didn't come to the Cape. And again, we had this amazing time. But the most amazing part of this for me was my old roommate and one of the gentlemen from the Cape came and stayed at my house for maybe 36 hours. And we have connected in a way that is an extension of what happened over the weekend. We were up till 3 o'clock in the morning and just were talking, laughing, sharing, and really creating this bond. I don't know, what happens moving forward, but created this really strong bond. And it just really, as I look back, I would not have known 40 years ago that 40 years later, I would be meeting again with this group and form new relationships sprouting from these seeds I didn't even know that were planted 40 years ago. And so it really got me to think about how every step we take, every seed we put out there, not even knowing what's going to happen, we have no idea what we're planting. And it really makes me be aware of what I'm putting out there and how it can come back in so much more beautiful ways than the way you even started it. And I think the most coolest thing that happened for me, or one of the most, was one of the guys that I never spoke to when I was in Holland 40 years ago, as we were leaving in the Cape, came over, gave me a hug and said, "You are so cool. I never realized you were so cool. I'm really sad that I didn't get to know you 40 years ago." And it was so life affirming and so amazing that it just was this huge affirmation. So just be mindful of what you plant. Everything you do, every step you take, you have no idea what can come from that. So really be mindful of what you put out there and be open to how it can come back. Because if you let my fear stop me from going 40 years ago or going in October, I would not see this beautiful plant that has blossomed and bloomed without me even knowing that it would. So tomorrow, we're going to do a meditation on planting seeds. So just think about it and go out there and just throw out really great seeds. If you throw out flowers, you're going to get flowers. If you throw out weeds, you're going to get weeds. Okay? Thank you for coming again. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Bye.